Okay, so yeah, we need to have a small application. Okay, for that, let us take a protractor. So what I will do is, I will open this protractor. Okay, so see, I don't want to really teach protractor today, but for me to explain how the NPM works, I need to have a kind of a basic program, a basic kind of an application, and for that I need to take a small protractor application. Okay, make sense?
Yes.
Okay, so what I'll do is, okay, so let me create a small program for you. Okay, so for that, what I will do right now is, about how to start about. Okay, let me create in the same program itself. Basically, what we are trying to do is we need to actually have some kind of a file to run some protractor test. Okay, protractor sample test. Okay, so that I'm creating a small test. And right now, what I will do, I will take a sample protractor application. Okay, not for sample protractor application, sample Node.js application. Okay, so this is this link here. Okay, so what I will do is, again, let me put that in notes. So now I will be discussing about Node.js, nothing to do with the protractor, but just bear with me. So I'll take Node.js. Okay, why this is background is this. Okay. Okay, so Node.js. For Node.js, I need to have a small program. Okay, then I can show you. For that, why I need to show a program is because I need to have some dependency. So basically, I need to have a dependency. So I need to have a dependency of something. Okay, because right now in my JavaScript program that I'm writing right now, there's no dependency here because it's very obvious that I'm just writing a basic JavaScript node program, but I need to have a dependency. So what dependency I'm talking about is I need to have some external library, which I need to use it. Okay, means I cannot use basic JavaScript, but I need to have a library. So library, it means in our case, because I am telling we are nothing to do with development, we have to do with automation. Automation point of view, definitely we need a library called Protractor. Okay, what this Protractor is nothing but a library which will give you some capabilities. Means to do something like, talking to the browser, putting some assertions, or do some basic programming. Okay, so what I'm looking for is I'm looking for Protractor, a basic protractor test. Okay, which we can do some kind of a basic, just open a browser and close the browser, that's it, or open a browser and say that something is there. For this to happen, I need to interact with the browser, I need to start a browser, I need to stop a browser. So for that, what is important for me? For me, important is that I need to have some libraries in place. So why is that libraries required? Library is nothing but we need to have some external files. So that external files are nothing but we need to have Protractor to open and close a browser, and we need to have something like a WebDriver, Selenium server to start and stop it. So we need to have some Selenium server and we need to have Protractor. These are the two libraries which we need. Why we need Protractor? To navigate, means open and closing a browser, we need to have at least Protractor. Why we need Selenium? Selenium we need because Selenium server. Okay, because as you people already know that Selenium is nothing but Selenium is a standalone server. So we need to have Selenium standalone server. We need to have a Chrome browser. We need to have Chrome browser. We need to have Chrome driver. Okay, so we need to have all these components, and apart from that, we need to have a WebDriver or a Protractor. Okay, so what we need is we need to know all these four things. These four components are required for me to run some test. Yes or no?
Yes.
So we need to have Protractor, we need to have Selenium standalone server, we need to have a Chrome browser, we need to have a Chrome driver. Okay. So typically what I will do, if I want to run a Selenium server, I need to Chrome in headless. No, I'm not running in headless for now. I'm running the existing Chrome browser only. Okay. So yeah, before actually doing that, I need to have my libraries available. So for that, what I have to do, I need to download some external files. Typically in Java, we use jar file, right? For here, we need to have some packages, which we need to download. So which we have to download. So to download, very important to listen, there are two ways to download. One is we got a kind of repository called global repo in our local machine. It is nothing but a folder locally. So this is one place where I can download my whole packages. Apart from that, I can have my local repositories, okay, which is again a folder, but that folder will be within the same project. Okay, so there are two ways, there are two places where I can download my repositories, nothing but packages. What are the packages? Protractor and Selenium, we need to have these packages. To have these packages to download somewhere, I need to point out to my system that, yes, please download. But after download, it will ask me where you want to download. Is it a global repository, which is a folder available for all users? Okay, so my node will ask me.
Sriram.
Yeah.
Again, it is like you're breaking up and it is not clear.
Please check voice breaking. Okay. Okay. Is it clear? Okay now?
Yeah, now clear.
Now it's clear.
Okay now?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll do one thing. I think there's some problem with some. Okay, so wait 1 second. What is it? Okay, cool. Okay, because my neighbor's internet is sometimes disconnecting to them, sometimes it is mine. Okay, so that's the reason why I need to make sure that it's always us. Okay, cool. Okay, now, so again, as I said, when we download, it can be two folders. One is global repository, which is available throughout all the users. So what is that global repository? Is nothing but example. If a Mac machine, in Mac machine, where normally where that will sit is, I'll show you. Okay, so there is one folder, okay, where in Mac machine. So how many people are using Mac machine?
Yes, I am using Mac.
Yeah. Okay, so in Mac, there's one folder.
That user, right?
Yeah,
user / local /
somewhere it will be okay.
it's in hard drive.
Yeah, somewhere it will be. Just 1 second, I will tell you where it is. In libraries, and then in the so many programs. So I think I can directly go. I think that will be somewhere in our.
I think Sriram, it's in USR folder.
I mean,
Mac, Macintosh HD, and then you find that USR folder, only USR. It's in lowercase. Yeah, here exactly.
Yeah, it library.
Yeah, and the lib. Yeah.
Yeah. So here you have something called npm. Wait 1 second.
Yeah, npm node and something like that.
Yeah. Somewhere it will be. somewhere it will be PHP log system. Okay, somewhere it will be, guys. Just 1 second. I think normally we won't use it, but node path. One command to do that. 1 second. Mac.
I think PWD some. PWD.
Yeah. Okay, it is like local node.
Yes, exactly same. Local lib node models.
Yeah. Okay, and in this Windows, I think it is in your program files. I think Windows it will be very easy. It will be in program files. Okay. So you can see this, guys. Now you can see that I got this is my global node modules. Okay. So now so this is a list of libraries. So right now you can see that in global. So this is a global library. Okay. You can ask me so where it is. It is not in a project. It is in a global. If it is in a project, what happens? We will get something like a folder here called node underscore modules. Typically node underscore modules is the folder that you always have to look for. If the libraries are in this, then they're called local libraries. If the libraries are here somewhere in the lib, which is shared across all the people, then it is here, then it's called global. Okay, so there are two ways we can download. So now what I would expect is we have to specify to node that where you want to download. So the mechanism of all this, kind of downloading and making it available, they all will come under one topic called NPM, which is nothing but node package manager. So what this manager will do is this is a utility, like a command called NPM, which is nothing but which is always used to download your repositories in your local machine, which is nothing but I think I already said it is equivalent to Maven. What Maven will do here? Maven will download, dependency download. This is what NPM. Okay. So what is the NPM will do? NPM is a kind of a keyword which you can use it to download the libraries. Okay. Typically, right now, because you guys are at very beginning, you don't need to worry about local libraries. You can put everything in a global and you can start running the tests. Okay. To download and to download, what you have to do, there's a command called npm. Okay, and install. Install, he is not installing npm, but install is nothing but the word to use the download the library. Okay, so npm install is nothing but node packaging manager. Install is nothing but download something. What I want to download here? Oh, download Protractor. Yes or no?
Yes, yes.
Where I have to download? If you are not putting anything, it will be local.
Yeah.
If you are not putting anything, it will be local, but you need to make it global. So put -g. Okay, this is the command, which is what very important. So you need to use the command called npm. Okay, npm will be, so whenever you install node, npm will come automatically. So npm is available immediately when the node is available. Now you need to put the npm command. What is the command now? Npm command, and then you need to put the tag, and you need to put the name of package. This is the syntax. In this case, it will be npm install. Means install is not installing npm. It is download. Saying that download something. What you want to download? Download your Protractor. But where it is, global or local? Tag is nothing but put a G. G will become like a global. G is nothing but you install globally. Right now, global is important enough for us. Okay, make sense?
Yes.
Okay, so now let us run this command npm install -global. Now what is happening? You can see that my internet. It is going to internet and downloading the Protractor, And what are the dependencies within the Protractor? Protractor also required a lot of dependencies, small things. It will download Protractor plus all the required downloads for all the so it will download everything.
I think use sudo command, Sriram, because it's global, right? So it asks our password. So sudo npm install and then.
I think in my machine everything should be simple.
No, just we use global, right? So that's why it's need password, our password. Yeah, sudo and then just npm install same.
Yeah. But my question is, I have
Yeah, sudo. Yeah. Now you give password, your password.
Yeah. But I got full permissions, right? Maybe I opened this folder somewhere here.
Yeah, sometimes we install this type of new.
Okay, so yeah, anyway, it installed. Okay, so it downloaded it.
Yeah, got perfect.
Yeah, so where it downloaded, you can see that it is downloaded here. Okay, so I'm just going to that folder. Okay, see that I'm going to that folder. Mac, go to folder. Okay, you can see that now. Can you see Protractor here?
Yes.
Right. Okay. So what I will do? You don't believe me, so I will delete it again and do it for you. Okay. See, when I'm downloading it, it will download here. Okay. So physically I delete it and I'm downloading it here again. Okay. Now nothing but it will put my see this something happening at the folder level. Downloaded Protractor ready?
Yeah.
Okay. So now it's not only ready, but it is ready for us to execute. Okay. So like that. Now similarly, what else we need? What else we need? Example, we need WebDriver Manager. Okay. So what is WebDriver Manager? Typically, how do we start a Selenium server? Because guys, even though we are using Protractor cannot do anything without having a Selenium server.
Yes.
Okay, so to run a Selenium server, how do you do it in Java?
Java minus jar, the Selenium.
Standalone server.jar file. Yes, perfect. Okay, good answer. So, however, in this here, okay. You need to run Selenium. Okay, so you use jar. .11 something like that. Okay, that's jar file. That is the way we use it. Now here, yes, we can do that way. Nobody stops it. But typically, we can use one more npm package called WebDriver Manager. Okay, because it will automatically download the drivers for us. Because even though we are downloading Selenium server, we need to again download the what called drivers, because that is important, right? We need to have a driver. Okay, so we need to have a Chrome driver in place. So now what npm WebDriver Manager will do? It is again a kind of package we can download, but that package itself will also help us to download the drivers, Chrome driver, Safari driver, and your Firefox driver. It will download the drivers automatically instead of manually downloading it. Okay, so shall we install that? Again, minus the WebDriver -manager. We need to know the name. That's it. Okay. Now see what happens. It is downloading, and I will go to my folder and check that if we got WebDriver Manager here. Okay, something is here already. Yes. Okay, we got WebDriver Manager here. You don't need to verify all these things, but I'm just showing you. Make sense, guys?
Yes.
Okay. Now, which is good. So we downloaded Selenium server, and Selenium server will download the Chrome driver. That's fine. And now going to Protractor. Now to us to write a Protractor test. So Protractor needs two important things. One is it required a specification file and it required a configuration file. So it needs two files. Without that, we can't exist. So for that is the reason why we had one spec file which we had already there. I'm not teaching Protractor today. But I'm just helping you to understand the value of npm, okay, or node. So that's the reason why I am just copy and pasting a Protractor, some test case here. I literally don't know what it does. Okay, don't worry about the commands. Okay, now there is some test case which is here, but however, we need to have a configuration file. As I said, configuration file is a settings file which is required for us to do any kind of configuration. So the configurations we can't hard code. We need to put a separate file. Okay, so what I will do, I'll put a file called conf.js and then simply I will paste it. So once I paste it, I'm not doing anything again, I'm just copy and pasting it. Okay, but here it is asking for a spec file. I will refactor my file name into spec. Okay, .js. So what it will happen now, I'm perfectly fine. Where I am saying that I got some configuration, the basic configuration that I am using Protractor and I'm using Jasmine behind the screens as a framework. And my test cases are written in spec.js and my Selenium is available here. Okay. So I'm telling guys, I'm not teaching Protractor today. I am just explaining that to run a basic Protractor test, we need to have two files. One is your test case file and one is configuration file. So configuration file here is this file, which shows you, which will tell you where is my test cases. And apart from that, where is my Selenium server? Is it a Sauce Labs or it is in a local machine? So right now it is local machine, right?
Yes.
Okay, any doubts before I go and execute this?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, so now see, I'm telling guys, even though this looks very silly, these are the basics, which I'm telling you, people know about it, but it is very important that you need to know the roots of it. What is the global context and what is the minimum basic configurations that you need to have for a Protractor. All these things are very basics. Okay, so what we did for Protractor, we did two files. One is spec file, which got test case, and one is
Config.
Okay, which have configuration. Okay, so in this configuration we have Selenium server address, test case, file name, and framework. Okay, framework. As I said, we will be using Jasmine only. Okay, so initial days we will go with Protractor and Jasmine. Okay.
It's default framework for Protractor, right? Jasmine.
Yeah, it is default. Yeah. Okay, so we can use Protractor Cucumber also. That's called custom.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so we can. The other options we got is Jasmine. We got custom, which is nothing but Cucumber. We can use it, and also we can use Mocha.
Mocha. Yeah.
Okay, but because Jasmine is better than Mocha, we are not using it. Okay.
Yeah.
Because whatever the Mocha provides, Jasmine is giving for us. Okay. Yeah. So now you can see that here. See, we can see that this describe and it is coming through Jasmine, because Jasmine is within the default framework of Protractor. Okay. Now, okay, everything is fine. But however, we don't have local folders. Everything is global, right? Okay. So what we will do is we got all the setup now to run the test, because we downloaded this. The other thing that we need to do is we need to download npm install WebDriver manager. However, this WebDriver manager is very tricky that we also need to run some command called WebDriver -manager and we need to put update. What this update command will do? Update command will download the drivers for us. Okay, because install WebDriver Manager will install Selenium server. Okay, but Selenium server is not alone important enough, right? You need to have a drivers. So we need to install npm install WebDriver Manager, as well as we need to run a command called WebDriver update, which will download the drivers. Okay, so what I will do is I will take a new command line in front of you, and I will run this command. Because now my WebDriver Manager is globally available, what I will do, WebDriver Manager like update. See what happens. Sorry, it is downloading at 6.0. I'll do it again. Okay, so nvm use. Wait. Okay, just forgive me, guys. I got two versions. I need to do it again. Okay, so what I'll do is I'm downloading the whole. So now WebDriver update is nothing but downloading the drivers. Otherwise, I need to do manually in Java. Okay. So now how to verify that? To verify that, go to your global folder and go to Selenium folder. This is a folder called Selenium within the WebDriver Manager package, just to verify. Okay. So what it will do, it will go to WebDriver Manager and go to Selenium folder. Here, can you see all your drivers here?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Chrome driver, Gecko driver is nothing but for Firefox, and your Selenium server also is downloaded, which is nothing but latest version. You don't need to do anything. Your whole drivers and Selenium server is downloaded automatically and kept it in the right repository. Okay. So this is all happening because of WebDriver update. No, sir, I do not understand. Okay, that's fine. That is human nature. Okay. So I will run a command called WebDriver Manager to download everything. See that my folder is previously it is nothing, but now I'm automatically getting downloaded, right?
Yes.
Okay, so that is the power of WebDriver update command. Okay, so this is very important. WebDriver Manager.update, which is download the drivers physically. Okay, now after this, I need to start. If I just start it, WebDriver Manager.start, that's it. Everything is ready for me. Okay, means I need to start the server, right? Instead of Selenium, Java, -jar, all these things, I will simply use WebDriver Manager.start. It's a command, okay, which will start Selenium server on 4444 with all drivers loaded. Okay, you don't need to upload the drivers again. It will automatically load the drivers. So that my server is 100% ready. Okay, happy with that?
Yes.
Okay, so see, that's what this guy is saying, that you need to make sure that your Selenium server is ready, because before me to run at least one protractor test, I need to make sure that my Selenium server is up and ready. Okay, okay, thanks. So now what we will do is, the next thing that we need to do is we need to go back. Okay, go back to our code which we got. Now again I can run in my command line. Okay, so I am in my command line. Clear. So now what I will do in my command line, what is the command? The command is nothing but protractor. Okay, and my config file. What is my config file? It is not that basic file. My config file is conf. This is the command. Okay, so now everything is globally, but it doesn't matter for us to run. This should not be a problem. Okay, so right now we are in a globally, our libraries are global, not locally, but that is fine, no problem in it. So that is the availability that your npm is giving for us. Okay, so what we will do to run the protractor, okay, we have to run like this. Okay, where conf is the configuration. Make sense?
Yes.
Okay, now let us run this. What is happening? That's it. Remaining things are okay. Okay, test is running and it is passing. Okay, so again, JavaScript is very fast. You won't even believe me, but you have to believe Protractor. Okay, so let me show you again and again. Okay. Okay, you can see this. Shall I run it again? See, Protractor conf.js. I need to give the configuration. I run it. What happens? See this. Now my Selenium server, which is nothing but, you can see that 14 for 13 seconds. This is right now. Okay. It is opening a browser and closing it because I don't have much command, nothing. It's opening a browser and closing it. But right now I don't need to functionally test anything. I just need to make sure that something is running. Okay. No, sir, we are still, I'm not convinced. Okay, that's fine. Again, human nature. This is a command called browser.sleep in Protractor. Okay, I will put 10 seconds, 10,000 seconds. Okay. No, sir, we are not confident. I am not confident. So what I will do is I'll go to my Protractor APIs and see a command called sleep because my confusion is seconds or milliseconds.
Yeah,
So
milliseconds.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, so 10,000 milliseconds. That's it. Go and run it. But I'm not teaching Protractor today. I'm telling I'm not teaching Protractor today. I'm just showing that I am correctly something like that. Okay. See that now it is 10 seconds. It is waiting. Okay. So yeah, you can see that my Selenium server is actively working. Okay. So my in command line, I'm able to run my Protractor test as well as my Selenium server is happily taking the test and running it. No working problem, no downloading problem, no installation problem, nothing. It's very simple. Okay. But the whole point here is NPM is such a powerful that two libraries, two utilities we are running, Protractor and WebDriver Manager. They are running within seconds. We have downloaded in seconds and running in seconds. Okay. Is it so simple in Java or not?
Yeah, it's simple.
In Java, it is not so simple. It is
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, okay. Java, it is we need to create new object and then put that WebDriver. We need to create system.out.system. Get set property, WebDriver manager, download. All these things will take a lot of time. But come on, guys. This is modern world. Everything is fast. Okay. So that way, our Protractor helps us to run the test. Okay. Now, what is here within the test? The only thing is, okay, now behave like a tester now. Till now, you are behaving like a developer. Now you are a tester. So this is what your application is. What it is doing? It is simple. It is Angular application. Right now, don't look into any non-Angular applications. Only test Angular applications in Protractor for now. Okay. So, okay. So shall we write some test? 1 + 1 is equal to 2 on top. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. So shall we run a test to make sure that 1 + 1 is equal to 2? Shall we?
Yeah.
Okay. Just a little bit exaggerating like what Protractor can do. But actual Protractor session I will start next week.
Okay.
So what I will do is yeah, for now don't worry about multiple files or anything. Right now let us put everything in one single file and one single test only. Okay. So what I will do is I will just add some new things. So just for for you to get some hands on. Again, we need to go back to the basics. Okay. So what Protractor will do again? Basics is getting a locator to what you call communicate with any of the element. We need to get the locator. So what locator we got here? Is anything like a class or ID or something? No, we don't know, sir. That's fine. Shortcut. Copy, and you can. There's a shortcut called copy selector. Okay, so it's very simple. Right click it. So again, click on element. Right click. Inspect element in Chrome itself. Again, don't worry about ID name. All these things. Go to here. Copy. There's something called copy selector. Right now it is easy. Okay, don't get confused, and don't use XPath also. Only CSS will work. Okay, don't go to XPath right now. XPaths are, maybe you need to forget about it. Okay. So locator for input 1 is this. Okay. So let me get all the locators. Copy selector. Okay. Do that. Copy selector. Don't forget. Okay. I got that. And again, I need to get the selector copy for this. Okay. I got a go button. ID is there. But even though it is ID, okay. Yeah. You got ID. So you can use that. Okay. And what else? You need to make sure that 1 plus 1 is equal to 3, right? Okay, and go to copy selector. So I need to get the 4 selectors. Okay, so what I will do is, again, now same like Selenium, there is something called element. First of all, you used to do div.find element. Similarly, here also we got something like element. Okay, knows how do we understand all these things? Don't worry. Go to Protractor APIs. This is your global Bible for you. Okay, so this is your Bible. Okay, so what this will do is it will help you to do anything. Example, right now what I want to do, I want to send some keys or type something. For that, what I will do is I will go to this command called send keys. So they had given me a beautiful example here. Okay, how to send a keys. Okay, so what I will do, I will, there are 2 ways. Actually, you don't need to really kind of do a div.find element. You can directly find an element. Okay, so what I will do here is I'll do element. So there is a method called element here. Okay, so what I will do is simply by.css, right? So 1 second. So CSS, just like this. Okay, by.css. So right now whatever I copied here is all CSS values. Okay, so I think somebody's pinging. Okay, element dot send keys. What keys I need to send? 1 plus 1. Okay, this is the first element. Similarly, I will copy paste CSS. Don't worry about locators. Chrome will help you. Send 1 plus 1 or 1 plus 2. Okay. Then again, there is a bit of syntax that you need to know. It is just like element dot. So it is not like Java. You won't get that help. By dot ID you used to get in Java. Forget about all these things. You won't get any help. Okay. Only help is me. Okay. Dot click. Okay, so click, and then what it is, so we need to check that something is present. So for that, what I will do is expected conditions text to be present element. This one API. Okay, so what this API will do is okay, so okay, so here we need to use your bit of exhaustion, but I'm not telling any Protractor to, don't worry, just doing some demo for you. Okay, so what I'm doing here is element dot element by dot CSS. Then I'm doing a demo for you only, so that you people will, at least I expect that you just practice this, give a try how it goes. Okay, but I will explain in detail, but this will help you to make sure that your installations of npm and everything is smooth. For that to happen only, I'm giving this demo. Okay.
Dot, try to hit control space. Remove that one, the control space, after dot. Put dot and control space. Control space. Yeah.
Yeah, but there are too many, right?
Oh, okay.
I think it's only used for Eclipse. That command.
Oh, this command is
Eclipse only.
I think here also to be hit. Okay, fine. It is working in Eclipse. Yeah.
Yeah, Eclipse.
I tried in Eclipse. Yeah.
Yeah, but typically, I would not rely on IntelliSense at this point, because in JavaScript, IntelliSense is not, see, because of global contexts. There are hundreds and hundreds of APIs and all these things. So typically, I would expect just to follow follow what you know. Okay, maybe something like that. Okay. So yeah. So what I will need to do is environment dot get text. Okay. So get text, and just to make sure that we got get text here. So yeah, expect that food element dot get text, which is this, to equal to NL text. Okay, that's it. Shall we go and run?
Yes.
Okay. Hopefully it will pass. Well, let's go. Okay. Okay, 10 seconds wait is there, I think so. Okay, that's it. Passing. Okay. So, okay, if you want to see that it works. So I'm not, see, I don't need to put any weights here, guys, because I'm in Protractor and my application is Angular. Okay, so they both are very much friendly to each other. Say all this wait for element, because this look like a typical Ajax wait, but still I don't need to put any weights because Angular and Protractor are close friends. Okay, no sir, you still kept a weight. I haven't kept a weight. I kept the weight for you to believe me. Okay, but I will remove that weight, or maybe I will comment it. Okay, shall we?
Yeah.
See, that weight will happen. Okay, so the dot means it is green. Okay, the dot means the test is passed. Right now, don't worry about reporting and all these things too much for now. But this is the basic thing which I want you to go and try by scratch, from scratch. Okay, don't do it. Don't download it, run the test. There's no fun in that. The fun is that, like me, create a test, do some practice, create a config file, create this, manually download in the global context, both Protractor as well as WebDriver Manager, and go and run. Okay, that will help you to get the basics proper. Okay, now, yes, going back to this, that is the value of npm. Okay, so we had, so node and npm, see how much friendly they are. They're helping us in many ways. Dynamic downloads, execution is faster, and we downloaded WebDriver Manager. Immediately I can use WebDriver Manager utilities, because WebDriver Manager will become like an executable for me. See, after this npm manager, what happened? I run npm update. So WebDriver Manager is a downloaded file before. Now it itself become like an executable. So such a powerful npm is. Similarly, Protractor I downloaded, immediately I can run Protractor command. Okay, so I'm running Protractor. See this, Protractor config. How is happening? Just because it automatically puts everything in the path. So everything will become an executable. Protractor is itself is executable command. WebDriver Manager is executable command. Such a powerful ways that your npm and node is helping us to run the test. Okay, make sense, guys?
Yes.
Okay, so I will leave that with you today, and the only thing which we haven't discussed today, which I know wantedly I haven't discussed today, is these three things, like exception handling, functions and classes, and loop and collection we did it. Sorry, this is the only thing, exceptions and function and classes. Within JavaScript we haven't done it, but if you see that beautiful nature of this course is that even you don't need to know what is a function, but still you are able to execute some test cases within Protractor. Okay, so your limit, see, I know you got a function keyword here, but without even knowing much of JavaScript itself, you can start doing some automation using JavaScript. Because for JavaScript automation, you need to know the framework only. Your framework will do everything for you. Who is doing it?
Jasmine.
Yes, your Jasmine is doing everything for you. So because when you're in automation, you are middle of something which is already there. So you have a skeleton there. You put the meat over there. That's it. But if you are learning JavaScript in a different way, then you need to build. You need to think of building. Okay, I need to create a function, classes, objects, modular exports, everything. Yes, it is. Yes, it's good to know. But you don't need to have that knowledge to start doing automation testing. Because in automation testing, you just use only few pieces of your JavaScript. It's nothing but you use some functions and use some you use some keywords, and straight away you can start automating it. The main thing is Jasmine and Protractor is important, not your JavaScript skills. JavaScript skills is not required because JavaScript will your Jasmine is giving you the framework for you. You are within the framework, not out of the framework. Okay, so that's the reason why the basics of JavaScript, which we discussed, is enough. Maybe a little bit of functions and callbacks, everything which is there, I know, which we need to discuss. Example now, sir, how is this? How is this happening? This is happening because you are calling a function called describe. Where is the describe function? This describe function is nothing but a function which will take 2 arguments. Technically, what is this?
Yes, arguments.
This is nothing but you are calling a function with 2 arguments, but it's a pseudo function. That's the only thing. Okay, it's like sending like this. Is that calling a method in Java? Yes or no?
I don't know.
Yeah, in Java it is just calling. It's like function and call a function with 2 arguments.
Yeah,
that's what you're doing. But instead of the second, always the second argument is a function. That is the difference here.
Yeah.
Okay, so you are actually, it is a function which is a non-reusable function. That's the reason why we are declaring and implementing it at the same time. That's it. So this is nothing but a function. Whatever it is there in the blue is a function. But that function, we can write it somewhere. No, sir, I don't understand. Okay, put function. Some ABC is a function. Okay, then what I will do is, I will not do anything. I will just call ABC. That's it. This is equal to that. Okay, now go and execute. It should work. So instead of creating a function, okay, instead of creating a function explicitly, because I don't need to reuse this function, I am putting as a pseudo function over here. That's it. That's it. Okay. So like the same for the it also. It is a function which takes second argument. It's a implemented function. That function we can implement explicitly or implicitly. We are putting implicitly. And within that function, we are writing our code. So that is nothing but a calling a function. Within that body of the function is what you are, because it's a callback function, means it will execute first. Then it will actually execute it. So it is kind of internal mechanism, but you don't need to go into that detail. But it is unlike Java, you just need to get that outline of skeleton right. That's it. Remaining things inside the skeleton, all this meat is something which you already know in your Selenium and Java. Opening your browser, closing your browser, and finding an element and performing some assertions and navigations. Okay, okay, guys, make sense? Okay, so shall we end this class today?
Yeah.
And maybe we'll have a class either Wednesday or Saturday for 1 hour, just to recap whether you guys are getting what I'm telling. Okay, and you guys can practice, if conditions and all, you can practice more. You can put like, you can do some more. Okay, that is up to you. But just do some practice. And I'm sending, I will send you this video. So I will not send the code for now because I want you to write the code. Okay. So for maybe from next week, I will send the code. But for this week, I will only send the code which is required for us. which is nothing but this code. Okay, which is nothing but this code. I will send it to you. Okay, the content in the code, but creating the files and all these things, you have to do it. Okay, so this I will paste it in the notes. Okay, so this I will give it, and the configuration also I will copy and paste it. Okay, see, I can zip it and send it to you guys. You can go and execute straight away. But this is not I want. I want you to install npms and node and give it a try. Make sense? Okay, yeah, I think somebody's pinging. Just 1 second, I'll see it. Okay, this is the code. I will only give a code to you. Remaining, you people have to do it. Okay. Anything else? Yes, good. In Chrome, do we use any tool in the view to web elements? Yeah, okay. Yeah, good question, Syed. Yeah, JavaScript tutorial. Yeah, Gopi, that's fine. You guys can go to W3 schools. Not a problem.
To get some knowledge about JavaScript and all.
Yeah, this recording I will send. Yes, definitely. And the recording is I will send it. I will send the link, because once we've done it, we got 3 recordings. All the recordings I will send it after the class.
Okay.
In the WhatsApp group. Okay. And coming to what? Something you asked. What? Chrome. Yeah, Chrome to find elements. Yes. See, Saeed, for now you don't don't need to much worry about all these things. So I would say go to the element, right click it. There's no tool. It is inbuilt. Chrome's inbuilt tool, which is nothing but right click and copy the selector. Okay, and just copy it for now, because we are not going to complex elements and nothing is changing dynamically, because I had taken a very simple application. Okay, so you don't need to do anything. Go there and copy and paste it, and put that as a CSS. Okay, so that should be enough for us. Okay, so you don't need to do anything. Okay, and this website is something that we need to test. So this simple one only. So you can simply practice it. Okay, cool. Anything, guys? Anything else?
Okay, Sriram. Everything is fine, I think.
Can we write our own CSS like we did? No, don't write. I mean, I don't think so. You need to go into that depth right now. Okay, you don't need to go to write CSS and everything. That is, I mean, again, that is the part of your basics, right? If you're already doing Selenium and Java, you will definitely know the locators. Okay, number 1. If you don't know also, that's fine. You can copy and paste it and put all the CSS for now. Okay, but in future, maybe if you're going to any complex application, if when we're going to a little bit more complex, then definitely I'll help you to write the CSS and XPath.
Yeah, I think that Protractor guys don't recommend that XPath.
Yes, exactly.
So just we use CSS ID. That's all.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I understand, but like customizing our own XPaths. I mean, is there any way to customize like one CSS? Sometimes the CSS which are provided by the application doesn't support, right? That is my doubt. So, in that case, we need to write our own customized CSS. I don't know. I'm thinking, because for XPath, that is how it happens.
Yeah, but I think now Angular versions are all controlled by these CSS ID, something like that, without that XPath. So
okay,
guys, they don't recommend that one XPath. Don't use XPath.
Okay. That is why we have extra locators like model, binding, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. We use that type of command.
I will tell you, you want to go to Protractor in detail, then I will tell you that.
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
okay.
Thank you.
Okay, guys. So hopefully it is helpful. So I will send all these things. Again, I'm telling you, basics are important, guys. I'm telling this is very important. The basics, interview point of view, they will ask the basics. Tell me what is Node.js, what is NPM, how to run NPM commands, how to install, what is WebDriver Manager. This all are very important. Okay. So once the basics are strong, remaining things will be not much difficult. Okay. So just go through that, practice it, practice your JavaScript basics, practice the basics of Protractor. Again, I'm telling you, do it from scratch, create a green project. create your own project, create your own Protractor spec file, create your own configuration file, install npm install globally, both WebDriver and Protractor, and then once your WebDriver manager is ready, up and ready, do WebDriver update, then do WebDriver start, then your Selenium server will be up and running, something like this, like me, and then go to Protractor root folder. So you need to have your command line in the root folder. If you're putting somewhere else, it won't understand. You need to have a root folder where your configuration file is visible for the command line. Okay, so you can see that right now I am in the practice 2 project. You need to have your command line should be in that project. Then only Protractor can read the config.js, so that it will start executing based on this, and it will read the local host, and it will go to this file, and it will use Jasmine as a framework and start executing it. If you are in the wrong place or if you are struggling, then let me know. But otherwise, I know it is not ideal world. So that's why we'll have 1 hour session, maybe either Thursday or Wednesday, which I will tell you, 1 hour session to fix those problems. But don't explain me, sir, can you explain everything from scratch again? I won't do it. Okay, maybe if you still have the problem, you got your videos, but I want you to come up with the questions and challenges so that it will help you. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, guys. Then have a nice weekend. So we will catch up Thursday, Wednesday, and then anything else, let me put in the WhatsApp.
Okay, fine.
Okay. Okay, guys. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye bye. Bye bye, Aishwarya.
Bye bye. Thank you all.
Bye, Syed.
Bye. Have a nice weekend.
Yeah. Bye bye.
Bye.